Jiang Jun and Yuan Shuai met on the rooftop, where Yuan Shuai presented photos of Du Lei and Wan Shan laughing together at a banquet, revealing their conspiracy. He warned Jiang Jun to stay away from Du Lei, stating that Du Lei's true target was him and that Du Lei and Wan Shan were cunning accomplices, even responsible for Tang Xin dropping her case. Jiang Jun, however, turned the conversation to Yuan Shuai's own deception. She confronted him about being her landlord, accusing him of manipulating her into renting his apartment next door after he had secretly arranged for her previous rent to be raised, leaving her homeless. Yuan Shuai, caught off guard, tried to explain that he only wanted to provide her with a better living environment to compensate for her unemployment, given their long-standing friendship. Hurt and angry, Jiang Jun accused him of controlling her life and finding amusement in her struggles. Despite Yuan Shuai's defense that his apartment was superior, Jiang Jun called him a liar and declared she would move out that very night, unwilling to be controlled by him. Jiang Jun moved into Lily's apartment with a large amount of luggage. Lily, surprised by her sudden arrival, was worried about the difficulty of finding a new place. She speculated that Yuan Shuai's actions might have stemmed from a desire to provide Jiang Jun with a good living situation. However, Jiang Jun quickly dismissed this as naive, asserting that Yuan Shuai was a manipulative man who harbored ulterior motives and reminding Lily that there was no such thing as a free lunch. Lily then shared her own frustration with her novel's flat villain and humorously suggested interviewing Yuan Shuai for material, marveling at how he had consistently fooled Jiang Jun for over a decade. A flashback briefly showed a young Jiang Jun jumping from height, trusting Yuan Shuai to catch her, only to fall and be told by him that it was a lesson not to trust men easily. Frustrated by Jiang Jun's reaction, Yuan Shuai vented to Su Chang at a bar, wondering why she perceived his actions as playing her. Su Chang bluntly told Yuan Shuai that his attempts to keep Jiang Jun close wouldn't make her fall for him, especially given his history as her supervillain, comparing their dynamic to that of a Smurf and Gargamel. Su Chang implied a villain could never be loved. Taking this to heart, a drunk Yuan Shuai decided to go on a business trip to Beijing to give Jiang Jun space. The next day, Jiang Jun noticed Yuan Shuai's empty office and learned from Xiang Ding that he had left. Shortly after, Du Lei called her. Jiang Jun initially hesitated, but when Du Lei announced his resignation from GE, she felt responsible and agreed to meet him. At a bookstore, Jiang Jun questioned Du Lei about his resignation. Du Lei explained that Yuan Shuai suspected he had used Jiang Jun in the Wanqing case and was concerned she might misunderstand his acquaintance with Wan Shan. He clarified that GE had been very interested in the project, and Wan Shan, an old friend of his father's, had approached him multiple times, but he had always rejected the offer since their companies were rivals and they had an agreement not to interfere with each other's work. Du Lei stated that he felt relieved as he could now pursue his own ambitions, possibly as an instructor in financial training. Jiang Jun apologized, and Du Lei assured her it wasn't her fault, saying he was happy to finally do what he wanted. Lily, dejected after a week without seeing Xiao Chuan at the convenience store, received a delivery order for Yuan Shuai's apartment. Intending to retaliate against Yuan Shuai for Jiang Jun, she sabotaged the snacks in the order. However, upon arriving, she found Li Xiao Chuan at the door. He explained that Yuan Shuai was on a business trip and had asked him to care for his dog, Wealth. Overjoyed, Lily became infatuated with Wealth. Realizing Xiao Chuan was too engrossed in his work to properly care for the dog, Lily offered to walk him. As she was about to leave, she noticed Xiao Chuan reaching for the food she had delivered. Remembering her prank, she quickly snatched the bag back, claiming it was a wrong delivery and leaving a bewildered Xiao Chuan behind. At MH, Matthew Ma tasked Jiang Jun with an overwhelming workload, a complete asset evaluation report for Hoodie Group within 2 days. Despite being exhausted from continuous overtime, she worked diligently. Du Lei messaged her, reminding her to take breaks, and later sent her a food delivery. Jiang Jun thanked him, and Du Lei offered her a ride home. She gratefully declined, stating she had too much work and would stay at the office. Du Lei, parked downstairs, looked up at the skyscraper with a hint of disappointment. Yuan Shuai's car was rear-ended. While the other driver sought a private settlement, Yuan Shuai insisted on taking photos, declaring he just wanted to keep a memory. He posted the photos on his moments, making them visible only to Jiang Jun, hoping for her concern. However, Jiang Jun only liked the post briefly before unliking it, remarking, "Liar, it's none of my business." Exasperated, Yuan Shuai later vented to Su Chang, who was happily talking to his girlfriend. After hearing Yuan Shuai complain about Jiang Jun's lack of sympathy, Su Chang simply advised him that he owed her a sincere apology. Lily continued to visit Li Xiao Chuan at Yuan Shuai's apartment, bringing healthy snacks and coffee as a supposed compensation for the wrong delivery. As she admired him working, Xiao Chuan's Western World app successfully launched, triggering an upgrade notification. Overjoyed, he spontaneously hugged Lily, proclaiming her the first witness to his breakthrough. He enthusiastically explained his use of the naive Bayesian algorithm and the precision of his data matching. Flustered by the unexpected intimacy, Lily felt her heart race and stumbled through an excuse to leave. After days of intense work, an exhausted Jiang Jun submitted her report. Matthew Ma praised her meticulous work, then used a metaphor, categorizing new employees as ambitious wild boars or passive domestic pigs, implying she was the former. He then assigned Jung Joon to represent the company at a dinner hosted by the notoriously difficult Mr. Chin from Wanbua. Unbeknownst to them, their colleague overheard this conversation. Miles away, Yuan Shuai was in a heated negotiation when he received a text message from Xiang Ding, warning him that Matthew Ma had sent Jung Joon alone to the dinner with Mr. Chin. Sensing trouble, Yuan Shuai abruptly ended the negotiation and ordered the quickest flight back to Shanghai. At the dinner, Jung Joon was pressured to drink heavily. She excused herself to the restroom and, using lipstick, drew red marks on her face to fake an alcohol allergy. However, Mr. Chin was undeterred and poured her a large glass of a mixed drink he called 100 flowers in bloom, pressing her to drink. When she refused, citing her allergy, his demeanor soured. Unwilling to damage the company's relationship, Jung Joon reluctantly drank the entire glass. Just then, Dulé called, sensing her distress. As he asked for her location, the door burst open. Yuan Shuai, having rushed from the airport, entered the room, silenced everyone with a glare, and swiftly escorted Jung Joon out. As Yuan Shuai helped the disoriented Jung Joon into his car, he saw Dulé's call on her phone. He answered, bluntly telling Dulé that her well-being was none of his business. Dulé, arriving at the location, heard Yuan Shuai's voice and watched in shock and disappointment as he drove away with Jung Joon. Yuan Shuai took her to a dock to sober her up, criticizing her for being submissive to Matthew Ma and reminding her that the workplace was a battlefield. Jung Joon, still drunk, argued that she had no choice and climbed onto a railing, calling him a big liar. He urged her to come down, promising to catch her, but she scoffed, echoing the childhood memory where he had let her fall to teach her a lesson. As she swayed, dangerously, Yuan Shuai quickly pulled her into a protective embrace. Holding her close, he softly called her crying girl, and reiterated his promise to always catch her. Half-conscious, Jung Joon murmured about having made her second mistake, fearing automatic resignation. Yuan Shuai gently reassured her that she was already a regular employee and he wouldn't let her leave. As he leaned in, she mumbled in her sleep, "Don't bring Yuan Shuai, the big wolf here." Yuan Shuai chuckled, calling her his little sheep, and promised to take her home. If you love the story, subscribe for the next episode.